Nature has secrets not yet revealed, and scientists work daily to unravel these phenomena that impress mankind for years. Some of these secrets are fantastic phenomena. Many of them were already explained. Many of them are dangerous, but they are all completely fascinating. From eternal fire craters to volcanic rays, today we take you to these phenomena that cause astonishment in all aspects at the same time. I am Samar Bakri, and I welcome you to Mega Fact. And in today's video, we prepared for you a list of the strangest natural phenomena. So, give us already your mega like, join the channel and activate the notification. So let's roll the video. Lava flow. Volcanoes are true and genuine forces of the nature. With approximately 1,500 of these structures on Earth, when one of them becomes active, the consequences tend to be enormous. Volcanoes can generate three types of eruptions: the effusive, where only the lava is expelled; explosive, where there is no emission of lava but only rock fragments called pyroclastic rocks; and the mixed, where the volcano expels lava as well as the pyroclastic rocks at the same time. The lava is nothing more than a huge rock mass in total fusion, or melted by the heat, and the eruptions occur when the lava, which is situated beneath the Earth's surface, rises up. The amount of lava expelled by a volcano can be so great that form true rivers of molten rocks at a temperature that can reach over 1,000 degrees. These lava flows melt almost everything wherever they go, and when they cool down, they can form true rock barriers. Despite the destructive potential and frightening scene, volcanic eruptions are amazing phenomena, and we cannot deny the beauty of these lava flows. Tornadoes. If you live in the central region of Brazil, where for the greater time of the year you have warmer temperatures and dry weather, you probably already witnessed this phenomenon at some point, even if in a small proportion. This kind of tornadoes can be seen only on very hot days. It turns out that the heat concentrated in a specific area of soil can generate an air pressure difference between that particular area to the adjacent areas. This difference in pressure causes the hot air to converge these adjacent areas to the hottest region, causing a hot air column to rise in a circle motion, carrying along dust and generating the tornadoes. These tornadoes, although are harmless in most cases, can reach large sizes, as this one recorded in Brazil in Chapada Diamantina. Or there might occur more than one at the same time and the same place. In the year 2019, another level of this phenomenon was recorded inside a Brazilian state in Goiás. During the burning of a sugarcane plantation, high temperatures ended up generating a fire tornado. Scary, isn't it? Floods. Considered as a blessing from heaven, especially in sites where only once a year the rains bring hope, making a lot of green plants, making fruitful areas, and consequently attracting more animals, helping a lot in the human activities such as agriculture. However, with the rains come the floods. The floods are the excess of water that is not absorbed by the soil and flows freely, carrying everything it can on its way. Some floods can reach enormous proportions, like momentaneous rivers. Despite being a natural phenomenon, human activity has contributed and still contributes a lot in the increase and the occurrence of floods. This is because today, much of our soil is compacted by cement and asphalt in the cities. Most of the rainwater does not penetrate the soil, creating floods. Furthermore, the deforestation contributes to this phenomenon, since the trees, primarily through their roots, help maintaining a more permeable soil and help holding more the water runoff. Without trees, the soil is more compacted and no trees to prevent the water loss. Ground explosion. The next images do not specifically deal with natural phenomena, but a strategy used by engineering to make room for the installation of pipes. This technique uses a dynamite charge positioned at strategic locations under the ground. These explosives are activated in sequence so that only the necessary trench needed can be opened, and by that past the plant pipe, and thus not causing any additional damage to the surrounding areas. This technique can be quite disastrous if the calculations for your planning are not made extremely accurate. However, when all goes well, it can be used to produce trenches up to hundreds of meters. Although not a natural phenomenon, it is impossible not to be impressed with the performance of this technique. Lava in the ocean. Which mean is best known to put off fire or reducing the temperature of a hot object? Water, right? This is what happens when these water flows reach the ocean. The contact of hot lava flow with the cold seawater generates a heat shock, solidifying lava almost instantly at the same time, generating a large cloud of evaporated water. Volcanic lightnings. Not only from lava lives a volcano. If lava aren't enough, volcanoes do have molten rock flows with very high temperatures, pyroclastic rock explosions that can be launched kilometers away, and some volcanic eruptions generate even lightning. Yeah, that's right, you heard it, lightning. Volcanic lightning usually occur in the mixed-type eruptions. It turns out that during these eruptions, many particles are thrown into the atmosphere, creating entire solid waste clouds known as the volcanic ash. These particles are charged with static electricity, and when the negatively charged particles separate from the positive charged particles, it generates a load greater than the air resistance, and so electricity flows between them, generating the lightnings. Water spout. Who doesn't like to take a relaxing bath in a waterfall? The contact with nature, water massaging your body, it is very good and relaxing. However, you must be careful. If you are taking that relaxing shower in a waterfall and suddenly feel that the water flow is increasing very fast, get out of the water, because you are probably witnessing one water spout. The water spouts occur when there is a heavy rain in the beginning, or better known, the top of the river, and that excess of water is dissipated by the water course. The water runs down without control, and the volume is huge. It can cause accidents to people who are having fun in the river. Sandstorm. When thinking of the storm, the first image that comes to our mind are a torrential rain filled with roaring thunder and lightning that brighten the darkest nights. Although that we have this more common concept, nature can surprise us with storms without a drop of water, the sandstorms. These storms naturally occur in desert area environments, which obviously has a lot of sand. The sands are small soil particles that are accumulated in a constant and dynamic moving process, because that can easily be carried by the wind. If there is an incidence of a very strong wind, many sand particles can be loaded at the same time, creating clouds that can cover large areas called sandstorms. Can you imagine you're in the middle of one of these? It doesn't seem to be a pleasant situation. Although most of these storms are low risk, some of them can reach such large proportions that can bury an entire structure. Door to hell. In religions, hell is always represented as a place where the fire burns forever, and it is for this reason that Darva's crater received the nickname nothing more than the door to hell. Located in Karakum, in Turkmenistan, Darva's crater has about 30 meters deep and 70 meters in diameter and is burning for over 40 years. That's right, you heard it. The crater has been on fire for over 40 years. This phenomenon, however, it's not natural. The region was discovered in the 70s, when the Soviet geologists pierced the region looking for oil, however, eventually reaching a gas pocket. The gas pocket was so great that the platform gave the opening hole that exists today. Geologists were concerned with a gas-open crater of that size. They feared that it would send a large volume of toxic gases and thought it would be a better idea to put fire in the place, hoping that the gas soon will be consumed and then they will try to close the crater. Apparently, it wasn't a good idea. Since the day they put the Darvas crater on fire, it never stopped burning since that day. Bioluminescence. Bioluminescence is a phenomenon that the name explains itself. Bio comes from Latin and means life, and lumen, also from Latin, means light. Therefore, bioluminescence is the ability of some living beings to produce light by themselves. This phenomenon alone would make a video, such amplitude that it has in nature, from simple organisms such as algae to vertebrates and some fishes in the deep areas of the oceans that have their own light. You've probably witnessed a bioluminescent phenomenon without knowing what it was. Just remember a firefly. That glow of fireflies is in itself a bioluminescent phenomenon. In some places, these algae can accumulate in such a proportion that make the beaches with magnificent color, as if the waves had their own moonlight. Another famous bioluminescent phenomenon can be seen in the Brazilian plains. The already mentioned fireflies lay their eggs in termite mounds, and when the larvae hatch, they have the bioluminescent heads. This strategy makes their prey attracted to the light, and for the viewers, the termite mound will be looking like a Christmas tree full of lights. Submerged waterfall. When you think of waterfall, nobody imagines that a structure that essentially depends on the force of gravity will be located underwater. However, this phenomenon in Mauritius Island seems to defy the laws of physics. Despite the impressive image, submerged waterfalls in the Mauritius Island is actually an optical illusion. The region has crystal clear waters, allowing you to see the bottom of the same sea from a great distance. The sands and sediments slide towards the ocean due to the action of the waves, and when we fly over the region, the impression we get is that we are seeing a waterfall that flows into the ocean floor. Nature is really amazing, so it's important that every day we seek to know its mysteries and understand its phenomena. Which of these phenomena impressed you the most? Which one do you have the courage and would like to personally witness? We will stay here, but we will see you soon.